Yeah, man. Just get back to, it's a mental health pod, and we really like to focus on the mental side of things. And I just want to at Moss Point, it's a lot of drugs, it's a lot of killings, it's very dangerous. It's a good side and a bad side to every place. But for you to have a mentality, because like you said, they don't even have a hospital in Moss Point. That's how small it is, and just for you to have a mental mindset as a kid to know, okay, like I'm special. Like I can really, make it out of this situation that I'm in, and I don't have to live this same life. Like, where did that come from? Was that from your dad? Like, where did the mindset come from for you to be able to see more than the city that you grew up in?
I have to give credit to both my mom and dad. Like I said, I was the only child with my mom. And I watched her grind through, odds and then retail jobs.
Hmm.
She went and worked at Steinmart. She she worked at Spencer Gift in the mall. I don't even know if that's even. I think it's still around, but just low paying jobs at the time. My on my dad's side, he was one of eight, so he had a lot of responsibility.
Hmm.
And so for me, I had the best of both worlds. On my dad's side, I have this, big family, brothers and sisters, uh, a lot of love. At home, I had more of a one-on-one thing with my mom, a lot of love on both sides. But, growing up, grew up in a split parent home, but they both did a good job of, under the circumstances, making sure they did a good job of co-parenting, even though they weren't together. The relationship side didn't work out, but I feel like they gave me a good balance of letting me be a kid and keeping me out of adult situations, and just trying to get out and find a better way. I looked around and just saw the opportunity. A lot of the people that from my hometown now, they it's Ingalls Shipbuilding, which they basically call 13th grade, because once you graduate high school, you're gonna graduate and go to the shipyard, because that's it's kind of like the thing that everybody,
Hmm. For sure.
the easy thing, and make good money. But uh, my whole point of playing sports was to just try to get free college from the beginning.
Hmm.
And so, you know, everybody has their story. Mine wasn't like, oh, I knew I was going to be a Major League Baseball player and, take care of the family, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Uh, I took mine kind of one step at a time.
Hmm.
I'm in high school, wasn't being recruited like I thought I would. My only goal was to try to go to college for free, because I knew, one, moms couldn't afford it.
Hmm.
Dad had way too many kids to invest in me and send me to college. So we, you know, shout out to my younger brother. We're 3 months apart. We joke around and say, we ghetto twins, but
Right.
he, his name's Darius Fountain. He instilled in me, from the start of like, hey, we just need to grind and go to college. Our families can't afford, anything. In baseball, they give you maybe like 50% in baseball. 50% scholarship in baseball is usually great, because I think they only get maybe 11. I'd have to look it up, like 11, 13 scholarships, whatever. Um, and so they have to break up the scholarships. People usually don't get full scholarships. And that kind of chose my path within itself, because everybody that recruited me, I'd let know that, like, hey, I get this 50% is great, and you guys showing a lot of faith in me by giving me 50%. I was like, but I can't afford the rest of the 50% of going to, even though college is half off, I can't go. I didn't have the money. And so, uh, I chose my first college. It was Okaloosa Walton in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. And I don't even know if they even call it Fort Walton Beach anymore. But I chose that college. I hadn't been to the field or anything. I went and looked on the website, seeing that they had a fairly new field. But the kicker for me was they gave you $50 a week meal money to eat, and
Right,
so
right.
it's as weird as it sounds. Like that was my deciding factor of I would at least be able to not depend on mom. Try to make whatever this $50 a week work out